Yeah, what's up, guys? The chef himself here. Welcome to our YouTube channel where we keep it raw, real, and simple. Saying it as it is. And you know what I want us to talk about today?
Karibuni sana. When was the last time you told people to subscribe?
You want me to tell them? Do you love our things? Do you love our videos?
Do you love us?
Do you love us? And us is US, not the ASS. Do you?
Do you feel
Please.
like you love us too much?
Sikia vile nimebeg mpaka nikatoa na soprano. Please.
What?
Mimi mwanaume kubeg. Subscribe and tell a friend to tell a friend about us.
Yes.
We have good things for you.
Yeah.
We are doing it differently.
Yeah.
We are doing it very raw.
Yeah.
We have good things for you.
We do what people don't do.
Ukianza ni kutusikiza utaboeka.
Yeah, and
Sikiza
you
hizo
learn
ziko hapo
so
chini na utalani vitu mob
And
sana.
if you love marriage life, you love good vibes about relationships, you love to be loved well.
We are your couple. We are your couple.
Yes.
And you know what I want us to talk about today?
What?
Have you been broken, my friend? Hey guys, have you been broken? Hi girls, have you been broken? Niko jaribu kuminimize maneno. But have you been broken?
Have you been hurt?
Everybody has been hurt.
Have you?
Yes, I have. Now the thing is, you've been hurt. But you know what I think?
Yeah,
My
I've been
topic
hurt.
for today, I will hurt you.
Okay.
My topic for today is why breakups are not that bad
After
at all.
all, yeah.
Have you thought about it? Saizi nataka kuongelesha mse ashai-breakiwa na si virginity. Una get?
Oh, shall I break? Shall patana na bahati ngo?
Nishawai.
Ai, sikuamini.
Kwani si mimi wanajua nishawai.
Na mbona uambii watu ni mimi?
Ndivyo niko nataka kusema. Sasa wewe ndio umekimbia haraka. Ungeacha tu nilete vizuri. That's the problem.
Tenda binguni bila?
Si nitapata wengine 7 huko amenigojea. Promises. Anyway, have you been hurt? All of us have been hurt before. You've loved people who have left you.
And they didn't even reciprocate the love.
You've loved people who never loved you back. You've been so much in love with people who left you at the hour of your need. But
You're emotional. Kwani nakumbuka nani alikuhati?
But
Uko emotional sana.
some breakups are not that bad at all.
Yeah, they're not.
Do you know why?
I thank God for them.
Do you know why?
Why?
First and foremost, I want to thank the Almighty God
Why?
for the guy who had you.
Also.
Because if he never left you, I would not have had you. No, you know sometimes, have you ever taken your time
So
to thank your enemies?
You're happy I was hurt?
No. Actually, I want to put it right, eh? Have you ever thought how important it is actually to appreciate your enemies?
Bravo to that man.
Bravo to that guy.
You did a good job.
You did a good job. If you never left this lady, should not be bringing smiles on my face. Okay. So first and foremost, before I even talk so much, I want to take this up wherever you are. My friend, wherever you are, I know you will look at this video. I know you will see this video.
Guy.
Make this video to trend so that this guy actually finds a chance to see her.
Guy,
my friend, I thank you. Before I even thank God, I want to thank you. It is because of you that I'm so happy. Baya tiwara, neogima, neogima. Huyu ni ugima. Huyu ni ugima.
Amesikia.
Okay? Guys, please, make this video to trend. Until the guy who left this girl, see her smiling and laughing. And see how happy I am.
to be with her.
You did so good. And that's why today's topic, breakups,
Are not
are not that bad
after all.
after all.
Yes.
Have you ever sat down and asked yourself,
Yes.
where would you have been if I was not broken?
Because mimi, there's a time I used to ask, okay, let me tell people the truth. According to venye ananiambianga, exes wenye amekuwa na wao, wote wanamuachanga.
Exes.
Wote.
So you are the bad one. Nimeachwa na wawili alafu sasa my first love, my ex and now you. Wanaume hawapitishangi madem watatu, 3.
Niwaambie, Father Abraham.
Hadi Renaissance, but I don't do Menisa. So wachana your story.
Guys, let me tell you the truth. So kitambo was like, so he used to tell me, the first person, tukaachana. The second person na tukakaka, tukaachana. And I was like, and I was like, what is wrong with this guy? Then there's something he's not telling me. The guy is too good to me. Hao walikuwa namuacha kwa nini?
Ongeza volume.
Kuna kitu huniambiangi. Uliwafanyia nini? Hakuna mtu anachanga kitu poa. Then one day I sat and I was like, if they didn't drop him,
ongeza volume.
I wouldn't have him.
Thank you.
So,
thank
well
you.
done, girls.
Thank you.
Hata kitu yenye kama alikukosea vibaya sana, I'm sorry on his behalf, but thank you. Thank you for leaving him.
Actually, thank you girls. Thank you girls for leaving me. Thank you.
At the point of your need.
Thank you girls for leaving me at the time of my need.
Guy,
because I got you. If it were not for them, I would not have had you.
Sasa ungekuwa wapi kama singekuchukua? Kama singekuitikia, ungekuwa wapi? Ungekuwa umepigwa character.
Reciprocate hiyo maneno ujiulize. Na hii klasi yako, na hii urembo yako yote, na vile wanaume wanaogopa mademu wako na class.
Ingekuwa kimendiramba.
Ungekuwa wapi?
Ingekuwa shakahora.
Thank God.
Anyway, guys, what we are saying is breakups are not bad after all.
They are not that bad after all.
You know why? One, they teach you so many things. I feel like my marriage is successful because he has gained after being left or living, because huwezi kuwa umeachwa zote umeachana. After leaving them and being left, kuna roho alipata still. He became still to knowing there are things anaweza fathom in a relationship.
Yeah, sure.
He became bold na akakuwa anajua exactly what he wants. That's why mi usema, mi natakanga mtu. When I was finding you, I always wanted someone mwenye ako na experience huko nje. Hata kama umeachwa mara 50, umeachana mara 100, I don't care. You experienced enough, umekapitia. And when we get into this marriage, you want it to work.
Sure.
You want it to work.
Sure.
So, those breakups are not bad after all.
They were not bad.
Yes.
The reason
they
why...
made you the person that you are today.
Yes. Nile, ni character building. Zinakuweka manto zingine, ma strength zingine, zinakuweka steel, zinakuweka muscle. And I always tell my friends, when you're broken up, that's not the end of you. Every breakup is a chance to make up.
Imagine
make
you would die.
No. Hata ufai.
There's someone for you.
Hakuna kitu mzuri kama kupitishwa mambo zingine kama hizo. As actually, if you are dating and this girl finally leaves you, usijinyonge mtu wangu.
What if you invested so much?
Most of us have invested so much in previous relationships. Majority of men have invested so much. So you're not alone, you're
men
not the first one.
Men don't talk, so yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
People invest so much into people.
Yeah.
And they wanaacha.
Yeah.
So you're not the first one, neither will you be the last one. What you're going through, someone else has been there. The pain that you're feeling today, someone was feeling it yesterday. So whatever situation you are in, you're not the first one, you'll not be the first one. But one thing I can tell you is, most people conquered that thing before. So can you. Don't give up on yourself.
Okay.
Even if vitu hazikai vile ungetaka zikue. Hata sisi kuna vitu tuna planning na zikuwa vile tungewaitaka. The reason why naongea mambo ya breakups na zinafaa, they are not that bad actually. Ni kwa sababu the things which has happened to so many people out there, and because of the way the world is shaped, the world always appreciates the negatives.
Yeah.
But when it comes to relationship,
Yeah.
the world dwells on the positives.
Yeah.
And that's where I want us to dwell on the negatives, which made a positive out, the positive aspect
Out of a negative.
out of a negative.
Yeah.
Now, look at yourself as a girl, as a lady. Look at yourself as a man and ask yourself, where are you today? Ask yourself this question. Would you have been there if you were still with the girl, the man you're dating before?
What would
Girls,
you have achieved?
Would you be where you are now? Because, you know, we're talking about people who have been broken.
Yeah, and some relationships break for the betterment of them.
Yeah.
Yani uli break up na huyo mtu because kuna place haungefika ungekuwa na yeye.
Yeah.
So it just happened that so mnakanga hapo mkilia and you don't know very well aliniacha and you don't know very well that was your breakthrough.
You know, what wanaambiangwa, many of the times you fall down. But the heroes are not celebrated for falling down. Heroes are celebrated for waking up, dusting themselves, and keep moving.
But does it mean ukiachwa sana uko na shida?
No. It will depend. There are people who will not match your class.
Huwezi kuwa saa zote ni kuachwa.
Majority of people leave people not even knowing why they're leaving them. Kuna wase wengine ujai anamsia ameacha mtu then after 1 or 2 months anaanza kumpigia tena warudiane. Because maybe ile kale kitu alikuwa kamefanya amekio decision ameenda out there amepata zingine negative kuliko hizo ana realize ni mimi
So
siku work out my things na my partner. She was not that bad at all. He was not that bad at all. Hasty decisions za kuacha msee before you even think like, is this reason worth enough kuachana na yeye?
Can you give me some of the reasons in relationships that, you know, people break up for petty reasons? What are some of the reasons zenye una feel kabisa enyewe hapa kuna basis za wao kuachana?
Sasa kwa nini unanitoa kwa hii line nilikuwa nataka kukonsentratia? Unaona? Everybody will leave someone for a certain thing which might be minor or major depending with the decision you make at that time. Okay? For example, you might leave a guy or a lady just because you saw a message Kenya kakuanga so enticing to you. Okay? And then when you ask them, who's this calling you, babe? And I thought I'm the only person. And instead of you giving the answer or saying there is another guy who's after me or another girl who's after me as a guy, because people are all young. These are my breakups. Juu wakiwa wazee sana, si breakup, inakuanga divorce. So, hizi breakups tunaongelelea zina happen mostly kwa watu wa 35 and below. So, unapata, uli make hasty decisions about very minor things. To me, I think it's minor because many of the time I find messages. My wife looks pretty. She is pretty. So, unapatanga Facebook unamsema mwambie, "Hey manze, sijui hiyo nini." Kwa hizo ma messenger zao. Unaona? I don't snoop into a phone. But sometimes I have a phone, unapatanga message. Kuna ingine kwani nakaa vibaya. Pata kuna msema ameniambia, "Hi handsome." Amechemuka. And then I'm like, so just ask me imetoka wapi. So, if at all nilikuwa nasema nani anakuambia babe, nani anakuambia unakaa fiti, nani mwenye anakuambia unahaga, sijui nini. If I make those hasty decisions, I'll sit down and think, I think ni kaupuzi nilikuwa nako. So unapata kuna wasi wana break up, yes, for making hasty decisions of a very minor things that they would have always worked on to even out. Unaona? So hizo relationship nataka kuongelelea. There are people who are breaking up with people because they are not valuing their partners more than they need to be valued. Unaona?
Yeah.
Ama msee ako ni young in his own way. The girl is young in her own way. That bado hajagrow mizizi ya kujua what to stand for and what not to stand for.
Is age a factor?
Age is a factor. Oh, is the breakups tunaongelelea? Age is a factor.
Yes.
The younger you are in a relationship, the more it is easy.
Let's talk about age.
Okay.
From 21, excuse me, from 21 to 25 years, You unakohoa juu nimekohoa.
Ah,
From
niko na
21
homa.
years to 25 years, you feel like these people are not even ready for relationships. So, saying that you're going to commit yourself, okay, 1 out of 100% works. But mostly, who has the work?
Yeah.
Do you know why? These people are still young in mind. Though me, I got married in those years.
But na mimi si nilikuanga machua.
But na wewe at that age, mwenye mlikuwa na yeye when you are 20 to 26, nikiweza mtafuta nimuulize.
No, si nilikuwa tu shupavu.
Anaweza sema, huyo uliolewa na yeye, yeye anajua hiyo history.
You know, the thing is, one thing I always say,
so
and I'll say it, age is a factor when it comes to dating and breakups. Majority of these breakups we're talking about, you know, when we started out, tulikuwa tunajaribu kuambia why breakups are not that bad at all. Like we want you to look at where you are and remember where you were before. So that you look at your life and you're like, if it were not for that breakup, I would not have been where I am today. Let's go back to what caused the breakups.
Yeah.
Before you celebrate the breakups.
Yeah.
Because at the end of it all, they've been teaching us something.
Yeah.
I will tell you for free. And you can take this to the bank. It is very, very hard to find a guy who's below 25 years who knows what marriage is all about. Who's very ready to love you and take care of you for the rest of his life.
And marry.
Marry you and be with you. From 20 to 25 years. Wacha tu niwaambie ukweli. Yes, you can date.
Yes.
Yes, you can be in a relationship.
Yes, you can settle
yes,
down.
mnaweza settle down.
Yeah.
But don't be so sure about the longevity of that marriage. Because at 25 and below, there are so many indecisions from these guys, young boys, these young guys in their lives. Sa hizo ndio chale anaanza kujidiscover. Ndio chale amemaliza high school, ndio amemaliza kampo kwa uni, ndio anaanza kushape life yake, ndio anaanza kufikiria anaweza kuwa nini. Una get? So, aspect ya kuwa serious, marriage is a serious thing as much as it's a fun serious thing. Yani ni sweet but decision za kukaa kwa marriage pia si simple hivyo. You have to sit down and decide this is it. At 25, most guys
are not even serious enough to know what they want.
They are not even serious with themselves.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
By the time I was 25, hii ndio nataka kujidiscover. How many shots can I go? How many girls naweza enda na wao? You know, at 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, most of us men ndio tunaanza kudiscover our sexuality. Ndio tunaanza kuprove our masculinity. Ndio tunataka kuprove si ni wale wase. Ndio tunataka kuprove very hard. No, like unajua our show is about we are real, we are raw, and we are also very simple. It is very hard. There might be 1% that is listening to this clip and saying, I married my guy he was 24 and I was 21
like
and
my
we are
dad got married at 24 and my mom was 17.
You know, and they're still together.
Yeah, they're
but
happy.
Also, they have their story of
tell.
what they overcame.
Before even my dad got to 30, hey,
you know,
my mom was telling me.
There are those things that they had to overcome. And mostly, that maturity part is always played by the man.
Yeah, I know. Because as women, we tend to mature fast. At early age. Kwanza saizi ukiambiwa na mtu anakuoa and you're 22, yani you start unaanzanga sasa kuingia kwa ile stage ya you gotten married, then unafaa kukaa as a woman. But for a man inakuwa ngumu kumachua.
Mwanaume ndiye sasa ana decide. Hizi cases mob unapata them was young and the guy was young and the marriage is still working. Mostly as much as the woman alivumilia, man alikuwa na mashida mingi sana wafike pale. So mostly the lady alivumilia so many painful things for them to be where they are. It's like when you celebrate your parents or you celebrate the people when you wamekaa sana kwa marriage, yet if you listen to their story, you sit down with old people when you wamekuwa kwa marriage for 20, 30, 40 years. And then you ask the wife.
And the wife will talk bitterly.
Anakuambia, if I never if I can just open up and tell you,
this marriage would not be here.
Atungekuwa hapa. But also for this marriage, iendelee kusonga wakati ina shake. kuna part mwanaume naye lazima play. Because at the end of it all, you are the head of the family. Marriage is at 25 years kwenda chini. Hapo ndio tulikuwa. Hata kama kuna moja mbili zinawaka, 95% of them
don't
never work.
Actually, I always
and
feel...
if they work, they work because the girl is there.
Yeah.
Kuvumilia shit yenye chalia na kamnayo. They work because, you know, the problem is...
Si ati huyo mwanaume akupendi, anaweza kuwa anakupenda kabisa.
When it comes to love, anakupenda.
Yeah, ni time yake ya rediscover himself, ni time yake ya kuprove uprowess wake kwa madem.
Yes.
So it's very hard for them to make decisions wisely.
Age yake, age ya 25, ni mdogo sana kumake a very firm decision. That doesn't mean that they can't make.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Men will love it when there are too many availables. A guy is just 24. Then the guy looks good, kakona 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also to them ndio tunaanza kudiscover adolescence yao, ndio tuna sexualism yao inaanza kupanda. So unapata uchali awananga kale ka strength ka kusema no. No?
Yeah.
No, if it's like someone like me saizi, if a girl comes to me for sex, kwanza nitaanza kufikiria mbona haraka hivyo. You know, umemachua so much in relationship or in marriage ama kimiaka, unaanza ku understand. Okay, it's too good, but I got to ask, mbona hivi haraka. Unaona?
Yeah.
Can you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things?
Yeah.
Because I've been there.
Yeah.
But sasa my boys, wakiona to them kama 2, 4, 5 like, "Kimanzi unakaa fit na
Ah.
yeye ana decision ya kusema no. Kwanza anafurahi kwa sababu one, hata a struggle sana kuwakatia. No madem hata wa mind so much. They need sex. So that time sexualism yao iko very high. So ina mambo mob. So 25 and below, in decisions mingi, wana making juu ya age.
Okay.
They cannot stick so much. They've not matured. Okay? If you are a lady there, na una date mtu kama huyo na msumbuana, sisemi ni vibaya. It will depend with does he promise things that he starts doing.
Yeah.
Because sometimes utamshika mara mob, si moja ama mbili. Akikumshika naye utamshika. But another thing is every time ukimshika, kama ilikuwa mistake ya messages, does he stop?
Yeah.
Na hizo messages.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
If he does not stop with the messages, also unafaa kwanza kujiuliza, at your young age, are you really ready
for this?
For
But that
this?
is a conversation most women don't have. Am I ready to fathom this?
Yes.
Yes.
What I think is my wife can get me cheating na message. You know? And I'm like, man, I can't lose my marriage for this. So I'll prefer, I call that lady whom we were talking to and I'm like, you know, you get to that point where you have to make those decisions.
Did I give you a story of a lady, a woman mwenye alipata hazi yake amecheat, and then the guy started crying akisema itiwe pasta okoke. So, you guys,
you get?
Dealing with you men is something
so,
else.
Iko hivyo. Kuna mali umekushika lakini mwanaume ana make, hey manze, I'll stick with my family.
Yeah.
So I would rather break.
Because you exactly know what
I know what I want.
Yeah.
But now our young are like, hey boss, ukiniacha si bado nani ananitakanga. Ukitoka si nani ananitakanga. And now this goes out to the girls. If you have a young man whom you're together, dating, in a deep relationship with, and there are so many fightings in between you and them, ask yourself, before you make a decision, ask yourself, are you ready to fathom that for the longest time?
And there are very many people, very many men who know that this woman loves me so much that even if I put her through so much, she'll never leave. But
also, those men should also know, once the women discover who they are, then they are the greatest weapons that we can't overcome.
Yes.
You might break her today. Yes. You might break her
and
tomorrow.
And she's silent.
You might break her the other day.
And let me tell you something.
But the more you continue breaking her, the more she finds herself, rediscovers who she is. And one day, before you realize it, when you're now getting tired of playing here and there and there, now you want to come back home, and the girl wants to leave home.
Yes. When you want to come back.
Now, she's been there. You torment her. You do all these things to her. She's been silent. She cries every evening.
Let me tell you, silence is the loudest cry of a woman when she's fed up.
True. She's eating it inside.
Yeah.
And I sink.
Yeah.
And I sink too.
Yeah.
Then you feel like, hey, even after doing all these things,
She's still with me.
She's still with me.
I need
and
her.
Now,
yes, I want to go back home.
You feel good like, hey boss, I fucked the 50 bitches that I've always wanted to fuck.
Now I want to come home.
Now nataka kwenda home,
Kwa wife.
nitulie.
Yeah.
And the greatest
Mistake.
misdoing, ama ni mistake, is when now you want to come home.
Yes.
And she wants to leave home. And not leaving home like walking out with her clothes and belongings. Home
Is your heart. Where
is
your
the heart.
Yeah.
When you want to come home,
Yes.
and she's leaving home.
Yes.
What do I mean?
Yeah.
Watch out for when you want to come back to her,
Yes.
and she already does not have you
In her home.
in her home,
Which is her heart.
which is her heart.
Oh my God, that's deep.
Boy, you cry.
Yes.
Boy,
Yes.
you will hurt.
Yes.
Boy, you look for counselors.
Yes.
Boy, you look
You'll
for
become
friends.
a motivational speaker. Yes.
Boy, and you know I'm talking to you because
Yes.
I've
And
been
so-
reading
okay,
a lot,
Yeah. Okay.
and I understand one thing. It's not like I support women. I'm just afraid of their strength
Okay.
when they get to that level.
Wow.
As you do these guys, just know there's a level they get which you can't get. When it comes to spiritualism, women are more deep and more strong. They will fathom a lot of things. They'll take in a lot of pain. But one day,
Yes.
they'll decide I'm not walking out of this home.
Yes.
I'll never even carry my things to my parents.
Yes.
I'll still live in this house.
But na wewe.
They get you out of their home.
Yes.
Man, you will suffer.
And the worst thing that can ever happen to you as a man is losing a good woman. And then you start looking for every girl who can replace that girl.
And I can tell you for free,
And you'll never find.
it is very hard to find someone who fathoms a lot of shit about you.
Yes. It's very
And
hard.
the hardest part is when she's finally gets you
Yes.
out of her home.
Which is
Out
her
of her
heart.
heart.
Yes. She's just there.
Boy,
She's just watching you.
boy,
Yes.
you come home late at night,
And she's just there. She has nothing to say.
akuulizangi.
Yes.
Ulilala nje, akuulizi.
Anaku-welcome.
Anaku-welcome to. If there is
And
something,
then you like, I
if
have
there
a
is
good
something-
woman who does not
if
ask
the-
me
If there is
anything.
something you should be afraid of, is when you
Silence of a woman.
finally hurt her so much, she stays silent, okay? Then eventually she starts smiling at you, but you're not in her heart.
Yes. She moved slowly.
She has started.
Slowly.
She has moved away from you,
Pole pole
but she's
tu.
still with you.
Yes.
That one to a man,
Yes.
every time, should be very much afraid, because now this is a woman who has fathomed so much,
Yes.
and now you can get a better, you can get a replacement. And every girl who comes in,
Yes.
even when she's not there, every girl you go to
Yes.
is not like her.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
be afraid.
Yes. And you start moving from one place to the other because
Yes.
those ones, they won't fathom your nonsense.
They won't.
Yes.
Be afraid.
And by the time you realize that you lost her, she's completely
Be
gone.
afraid. And one fear, when we talk about breakups, that I have as a man, is when your wife is broken. 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 And she's not leaving home. We should be afraid, men. She decides to stay in the house. You continue educating the kids. You continue paying the house rent.
Yes.
You continue buying food in that house, but you never have a place
Yes.
in her heart.
Yes.
And when you don't have a place in a woman's heart,
You don't have a home.
you don't have a home,
Yes.
and you don't have a place
Yes.
to settle your ego.
Yes.
You're so high-hearted at night, you touch her and she can't turn around.
Yes.
She's so fed up with you.
Yes.
She's so tired of you.
Yes.
She does not want anything from you.
Yes.
Brokenness.
Yes.
brokenness.
Yes.
When it gets to that level, men, be afraid. When you stay with someone who does not feel you, but she's in your house.
That's the worst thing.
Someone who hata na shughuli, unaingianga usiku na hata kuuliza umetoka wapi.
Hata ulale.
When it gets to that level,
yes.
I'm afraid
Yes.
it's not a good thing.
Yes.
When it gets to that level whereby hata anashughuliki na simu yako, ajui umechelewa wapi,
hata hataki kujua,
ajui ulikuwa na nani,
hataki,
nunakamo mna anacheka, be afraid.
Yes.
These people speak loudest
Yes.
in their silence.
I could not add anything else.
In their silence.
Yes.
And about breakups,
Yes.
it's a very wide topic.
Yes.
But also look at yourself and where you are today.
Yes.
And just know,
Yes.
if it were not for it, don't see the negative of it.
Yes.
You would also not be where you are
Yes.
today.
Yes.
So as much as we're talking about breakups,
Yes.
not all breakups
Are bad.
are that bad
After all.
at all.
Yes.
Think about that.
Yes.
Nimekuachia tu kitu fikirie. As a man,
Umewadunga mpaka hata mimi nimekaa.
fikiria.
Yes.
And before I speak to you as a shepherd, I read and I research a lot. So everything that I'm telling you, go listen,
Yes.
go think about it.
Yes.
For the many women who follow us,
Yeah.
the many men who listen to us, please, if these things is good to you,
Yes.
make it trend.
Yes.
Tell your friend to tell a friend.
Subscribe.
We got some good things for you.
Yes.
We are your best couple.
Yes.
We are the best marriage
Yes.
if you want to emulate people.
Yeah.
We are the Shepherd's family.
Kenya.
Kenya.
And I am Lady Heart.
And I am the shepherd himself.
Yes.
This.
Today you were talking, I was keeping quiet because the other times I'm always yapping.
I was prepared because I wanted to tell people
Yes.
so many things.
Yes.
We'll keep on bringing these stories to you. So many topics. And by the way, we have a page.
Yeah, on Facebook.
Which is called?
The Shepherd's Family Kenya.
On Facebook.
Yes.
Go there.
Yes.
To inbox.
Yes.
If you have any problem.
Yes.
Inbox us.
Yes.
Inbox your questions.
Yes.
Inbox things that you want to know.
Yes.
Tukizisoma,
Yes.
trust you. Tutakuwa tunazi answer kwa hii show.
Yes.
We'll not mention your name, so don't be afraid.
Don't be
If you have
afraid.
anything, if there is anything
be
that you said you
anonymous.
feel that you can add something,
Yeah.
go to our inbox, add something. If you feel there's something that we've spoken na imekubamba,
Yes.
please tell your friends about it.
Yes.
Talk to us, engage us.
Yes.
Ask those questions on our Facebook page. We'll be answering your questions up live kwa camera. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love you.
I love you too.
Mwah.
Lipstick. Tena.
I don't want.